What's up, everybody? Good evening. This is your boy Food Junkie, just coming at you with a little video. You saw the title, a conversation about food. I know right now there's a lot of people that is up and watching the mess or trying to research what is the best mess to talk about or to view things of that nature. But I'm a little different. You know what I'm saying? Not better, just a little different. Um, what's up, Cynthia Lewis, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? And everyone that's in the chat, y'all. What's up? How y'all doing? I just got to finish watching a Netflix series called High on the Hog, and I watched the first episode one day. Then I finished watching episodes today, and basically the conversation it led me to thinking about different things. Thinking about the name I chose, Food Junkie, on here on YouTube. Thinking about the how I um, have a relationship with food, how the relationship I have with food is very much something that, based on the name I chose, I didn't have a choice, basically, in my name of Food Junkie. I told you guys several times how what the name really means. It's not just about eating well or eating good or having an addiction to food, but food is looked at as a life source. And after watching the Netflix series High on the Hog, I realized that not only does food have a life source, food is life, food is history, food is our history as Black people, as Americans, as descendants of slaves. Food is very important. And we definitely need to kind of grasp and understand the importance of food and how it relates to who we are as people, how we have survived over centuries, and things of that nature. We'll get to that during this conversation as well. So please remind me. But the name Food Junkie, like I said, my name Food Junkie, I chose that name because one, I like food. I'm a connoisseur of food. All ethnicities, all types of food, things of that nature. High end food, low end food, what people choose to call slave food, which we'll get to that as well. Um, I just love food. What's up, Chantal, baby? How you doing, sweetheart? And it's really important that people understand what the name Food Junkie is and what I want it to represent. That's why I try not to do a lot of the beefing and arguing back and forth, whatever, because what y'all don't know, but I do, is that name is going to carry me places where a lot of people can't go, won't even attempt to travel to. The name Food Junkie for me is, like I said, I want to give you something that is a sustenance that you can grow on, that helps you nourish yourself, be it with information, be it with my culinary ideas and things of that nature. I want you to come here for something that you can't that you crave, basically. I want you to understand that, granted, we're gonna have some fun, we're gonna do some roast and gags. Very little of that was not, but only when necessary, when I feel it's necessary or deem it necessary. But I really want to give you something to help you grow, to help you be your best self, to help you be strong, to help you be powerful, to help you understand that the power you have within yourself is all you need for you to survive, for you to thrive, for you to be your best self. And I know some people, hey, Carrie Ray, baby, how you doing? And I know some people on here think that I'm arrogant. Some people think that I am full of myself, I'm conceited, or things of that nature. And I understand, you're saying that's what I put off. But if you get past your own insecurities about who you are, you will see that this is just exactly who I am. I am someone who have been eating and feeding off of positivity, strength, you know what I'm saying, emotional securities and things of that nature. Was not. I've done work on myself to allow me to present myself exactly as who I am. People like it, people don't like it. Hey, Paulette, baby, how you doing? And that isn't something that affects me one way or the other. So that's why I come across as a little, oh, he's uppity. I'm not uppity at all. I'm very down to earth. I'm very cool, but I know who I am. I understand that I stand in who I am. And that's the knowledge and the strength that I want to give other people. So hence the name food. That gives you strength, helps you build up your body to be strong, your mind to be strong, your spirit and soul to be strong. And the junkie aspect of it is I want you to crave that. I want you to come back for more of that. I want you to come back for more of less of the bullshit crap and the nonsense that goes on these YouTube streets that people find entertaining and funny and cute. Because to me, my humor, while I like everyone, I find very few people on here funny. I find very few people on here what they do is entertaining. Because what all I see is people living in their worst selves, people living in their lowest register, and people who are exercising and showing us their lower self. And for me, that's not entertaining. That's not funny. That's not cute. That's not something that I thrive on. That's why I don't interact with everybody. That's why I don't watch everyone. That's why I don't engage with everyone, because I'm not going to promote bad behavior. I'm not going to respond to everyone who needs to respond to me or feels the need to respond to me. It's not because I'm not going to engage with your bad behavior. It's not entertaining for me. Do I find some things funny? Yeah, in very small doses. But after a while, it becomes redundant. It becomes ridiculous. Hey, Paulette, baby, how you doing? It just becomes redundant and ridiculous for me. So, I mean, I like watching stuff like High on the Hog, that show, because it helps me see myself as who I am and understand that a lot of stuff that I do is not something that is optional for me. It's almost like it's preordained for me to do it, or to say something, or to have something, or to show something, whatever, because it's something like God always shows me exactly what I need to see in order for me to be comfortable with who I am and what I do, if that makes sense to you guys. But on the show High on the Hog, basically, it is a culinary journey of our history. It starts off in West Africa and pretty much up to the modern day. Before the slave trade, during the slave trade, coming across the river to Charleston, South Carolina. Then it goes to Philadelphia and New York, and then Texas is, I think, where it ended off in. But within the first episode, I got so much information, so much knowledge, so much gratification about our culinary journey here on this planet. Not just in America, but on this planet, us as Black people. A lot of people don't understand where a lot of staples that comes from happened and how that transpired and transformed the world. I've mentioned on one of the videos, I thought your first video was not, I mentioned a couple of things that we are known for here. Well, that is, what's the word I'm looking for? That is, what I say, traditionally West African, but is their roots are in West Africa, or Africa in general, such as rice, such as okra, such as beans, such as watermelon, such as yams, the difference between sweet potatoes and yams. Like, I like stuff like that. For me, that's entertaining. For me, being educated is entertaining. Being educational is entertaining. Showing the lowest part of yourself on a daily basis throughout the day, for me, is not entertaining. And it saddens me that we as a people here in this sector of YouTube, or this section of YouTube, I should say, choose to find entertainment. Hey, Designs, baby, how you doing? In showing and broadcasting and showcasing our lowest form of who we are. That's just me, and that's just what I find sad. And for the people who don't like what I'm saying, you don't have to, and it's okay. But that tells me where you are mentally, where you are emotionally, where you are spiritually and socially. Because any adult worth their salt is not going to go places where they are not entertained or celebrated or liked, or don't like someone. I'm just going to go onto someone's channel just to dislike a video. What does that says more about you than it does about me, because I don't change who I am. I'm not going to change my conversation just to appease people. It's not. I could have easily put the show High on the Hog in my title to garner views and have people come and see what I'm talking about, which I think is an important conversation I'm going to have with you guys. But those are the ones who need to hear it, will hear it. They'll be drawn to it some way, shape, or form. I believe that in my in my entire body, in my entire being. But the show took me on, I want to say take us, but took me on a culinary journey of African history. And I've always said, always, I judge a place, any place that I travel to, I judge that place by their food. I tell you if it's good, bad, and or different based on the food that I have eaten there, that I have consumed, that I have seen, that I have smelled, that I have tasted. And that show is another confirmation of that. But I've said that for years though. If I like a place, it's because I fell in love with their food. If I am drawn to a place, it's because I fell in love with their food. Why do y'all think I cook so much and I love to cook for people and my friends and my husband and stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? I like to watch their reaction. I love to watch people eat my food. I love to watch people enjoy my food. I love to listen to what people say and the ums and the like that. Even when they come into the house, when I've been cooking, I enjoy that sensation that I give people with my food. Food is such a powerful gift, such a personal gift that you can give someone to have them taste your expression of themselves, basically. And to me, that's what food is for me. Food is something that takes me on a journey, that allows me to take you on a journey, that allows me to tell my story, that allows you to experience who I am. You know what I'm saying? On a culinary level. Hence the name, Food Junkie. I want you to look forward to the next expedition that I give you on a plate. I want you to look forward to, you know what I'm saying, the sights, the smells, the tastes of the food that I prepare. Kind of sort of what High on the Hog did for me. I want to go on the exact same journey that young man went on. I want to taste everything he tasted, the good, the bad, and the different. Some things I just don't eat. I don't eat soft eggs, but they had some couple dishes in there that had soft eggs, which I would. I don't know if I got to eat it or not, but I would love to just experience that atmosphere and that environment where that was done in, be it over in West Africa, be it in Charleston, be it in Washington, be it in Texas, be it whatever it is. People don't understand how important food is, how powerful food can be if you really choose to get involved and get out of your own way, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and experience what the sensations that food can give you, not just by the taste of it was not, but how it can transport you to different places. I don't know, y'all. What do y'all think? I mean, how do y'all experience food? How do you guys see food? Seafood, haha. But yeah, I love being in this solemn place where I am just totally relaxed, not thinking about the nonsense, not even dealing with nonsense, was not. It's just allowing myself to be transported places where I have the option to go, but I haven't been yet. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what food does. Food gives you experience that you may not have otherwise experienced before. Y'all can talk to me if y'all want to. Exactly. It's like a present to other people. It's like me giving you a glimpse of who I am. You know what I'm saying? And my love for food comes from the lack of having it growing up. My love and expression of food. Like I said, we ate the same like 12 to sorry, 10 to 13 meals every day for my growing up. It was the same things. But the fact that we didn't have much, so that was all that my mom could do with her limited knowledge. Well, it was a limited knowledge, but her limited culinary, um, you know, ability as far as being able to purchase everything and do everything was not. I became a lover of food. I became someone who understood the expression of food. Not only did it feed us when we didn't have anything, even down to the times we only had, I'm saying, beans and rice to eat. I understood that this, what may seem like minimal amount of things and ingredients, it still gave me the strength and the power to propel forward. So, I mean, and have the hope that one day I will have more. I will do better with, so learn how to do the best that I can with the little bit that I had, or we had, I should say. And that's what, and that's why let's say, I mean, I will never be apologetic for being the person that I am. I will never be, I'll never apologize for the fact that I exude strength. I exude confidence. You know what I'm saying, and who I am and what I came from. I always am grateful for what I have, where I've been, because I know that for not me understanding and respecting, appreciating, and growing from where I've been, I wouldn't be where I am today. You know. Hey Shakita, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? It's just really funny to me how my relationship with food is so much deeper than I even understand. Hey Miss Queenie, baby, how you doing? My relationship with food is so much more than even what I can possibly fathom. Because when I do my jollof rice, when I do my Thai foods, when I do my Jamaican inspired foods, when I do my what we call soul food and things of that nature, I am touching and reaching places within myself that I didn't even realize. But I crave, if that makes sense. I crave the smells and the taste of outside of my neighborhood, I should say. You know what I'm saying? And cooking those things allow me to be transported to where my mind is. If that makes sense. It's really funny. And watching High on the Hog really did help me tap into the why I do certain things. If that makes sense. See, like I said, nothing that I do, like I just do it because it's within me to do. And I would look and I look for the reasoning after the fact. I look for the cause or the why after the fact. I don't look at things before I do it. You know what I'm saying? As okay, well, I'm doing this for this reason right here. Like the name, hence the name Food Junkie. Like I said, the name Food Junkie is so much more than just a name. If you actually look at that, look at the words, look at what food means. Look at what a junkie is. It's so much more than just that name, Food Junkie. So when people try to break me down by trying to say stupid stuff that makes no sense to me, baby, first of all, you are the lost soul, and I really do feel sorry for you, feel sad for you, because if you really knew who I was, you would really just leave me alone if you don't like me. What are y'all saying up in here? Let me read this. Hold on a second, y'all. Ooh, designs by V, baby. Yes, food is definitely a love language, and y'all know I'll be loving y'all when I'll be showing you guys my plates. Like that's my love for you guys. That's my love for you guys. See, and Miss Queenie, that's good that you had that with that. But the thing is, like I said, I learned a lot from my mom. I mean, we didn't have much, but I learned what to do and what not to do and what not to stand for from my mom. What she didn't show me, she taught me to go out there and get it for myself. She taught me to go out there and experience it for myself. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I love her so much. Like I said, I mean, even the things where people will look at, oh well, she messed up and she did certain things that was not quite what I would have done or what I would do as an adult. I learned what not to do and what to do, how to flip things around to have it work out for me. But yeah, cooking, like she made stuff like Swedish meatballs every once in a while and like zucchini bread and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And we had this one thing that she made, cook that she would make for special occasions. It was like kind of like a sloppy Joe mix inside a potato. I mean, it had like a sloppy Joe mix, and then it had like she put it inside like a baked like a mashed potato type of thing, and then deep fried it. It is so good, and stuff like that. I can elevate so like to this day. I never made it as an adult, but I think about making it all the time. But it's just too time consuming for me because I work a lot and I don't want to waste time on that one thing. But how I would create that, I will put like the ragu at the bottom of the plate. Still do all the stuff that she had on it was not deep fried with some panko breadcrumbs. Put it on top of there, and then I would like garnish it with like some shaved Parmesan Reggiano cheese. See, it's still the same idea and concept of what my mom did, but it's just elevated to the point to where it could be served at a restaurant or served in a different type of atmosphere and have it, you know what I'm saying, elevated a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It's just I think of stuff like that. Like I said, I'm a creative person anyway, and one of my genres happens to be painting and fabricating all this stuff. But one of my main like designs like we said, one of my main love languages is food. That is how I create my. I mean, create. That's how I show my creativity to people. That's how I can take something that I see and elevate it to a different app. I mean, a different aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? And nothing wrong with what the original is, but it's just the fact that I can actually elevate things once I know what it is and what the components of it is. Put my own spin to it and elevate it to a different concept. Um, that is so sweet. Yeah, thing is like, and every time I go home, my mom always has something on the stove or in a crock pot or something. Like the last time I remember her having, she had like what I still love to this day is she had like neck bone stew, you know. So she had like some smoked neck bones in a crock pot with with lima beans, carrots, corn, you know, all the stuff like that in a tomato sauce with some cornbread. Now, so stuff like that, or whatever, saying people like, but that also comes from like even that meal itself can be pushed back centuries to people who didn't have much, to slaves, I should say, using that as a way of nourishment. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the fact that, what I'm saying, she like we didn't have much, but everything that she had, she put her all into. You know what I'm saying? And even to this day, she does the same thing. That's why I cook. That's what people are like, oh well, neck bones and da 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 are slave food. Y'all don't realize those things what helped us for centuries get through, making something from nothing, being able to take the bare minimum of what was given to us and elevate it to a point to where now it is culinary delicacies. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember being able to buy chicken wings for cheap, being able to buy neck bones and oxtails for cheap. Now that stuff costs more than ribeyes. It costs more than you know what I'm saying, T-bone steaks. I'm just saying, y'all, food is just so transformative. Oh God, yes, that's my baby girl. Mm-mm. Exactly, designs. We definitely can find art and stuff and everything because we do look at the world differently. We don't see things as being as bleak as they may be. I can find beauty in anything. You know what I'm saying? It may not be what I want to, where I want to be, or what I want to see at the moment was not, but I will find beauty in it in order for me to get past it and to get through it. We have to. You can't just sit up here and be oh woe is me all the time because you know what I'm saying things aren't working out the way you want them to work out or the way you think they should work out. Things are working out the way they need to work out in order for you, and it's up to you to find out the lesson in whatever you're going through. It's up to you to find the lesson in what you've been through. It's up to you to be able to apply those lessons for your future to help you be better. It's not good to sit here and constantly talk mess or constantly put someone else down. And then you wonder why you're in the situation that you're in. That's why y'all hear me say it quite often. You wonder why you are where you are. because you haven't learned the lesson that you need to actually learn and apply that lesson in order for you to move past that. And if you're looking at food as something because you think that, oh well, I have crab cakes or I have crab legs or something as, oh, I've made it, that's just sad. I can have potted meat and be happy. I love cookbooks. I love Miss Queen. I love a cookbook. I have so many cookbooks in here that I don't even use. I just look at it for the, you're saying, to get ideas from. Oh, mm, wow. And see, the thing is, like, it's food for me is something that, like I said, is really transformative. It really, truly is. It takes you places, takes you on journeys. It takes you, it not only transforms your mind and body, was not, but it transforms your spirit if you allow it to. Like, like I said, one time I cooked Thanksgiving dinner or whatever, and it was so good that after a couple bites, I just laid on the floor and just relaxed, and I couldn't eat no more for the rest of the night. It was just awesome to me. Like that was a thing that was transformative. Then one Thanksgiving, I invited some friends over or whatever, and one of the friends was like, "Oh, it smells like my grandma's house in here," and it made me feel so good because, like, I know people know, like, especially if your grandma can cook, whatever, or your mom can cook, and if you say that my food, the smell of it, the taste of it, the feel of it was not transport you back to that place, I've done my job. I created an experience for you that gave you an experience that you had growing up, and that is me doing my job as a human being. Y'all hear me say all the time was that I try to leave this place in better condition in which I found it, and that's one way that I need to do that. That's one way that I try to do that was not by giving someone an experience with food that says, "Wow, that one dish, that one time, took me somewhere where, you know, I didn't expect or I didn't think I was gonna go." It brought up that type of energy, that type of emotion in me. Food is something that, what I'm saying, like I said, I love food. I really do. I love food. I love all types of food. I love all types of differences of culinary experiences, from high end to low end to fast food to something that is slow cooked and, you know, taking hours to do. It really is transformative if you allow it to, if you stop blocking who and what it is that you want to experience with food. I don't know, y'all. I just want to come here and talk to y'all about food. What's your favorite dishes? Like, what is your favorite dishes? Let me know that. Oh, I can imagine. Hey, Leah, how you doing, baby? I probably would have cried if I ate something that took me to a place like that. I probably would. I probably would like be emotional about it because I mean, like I said, food is emotion. Like I said, they say the way to a man's heart is through a stomach. No, the way to a human's heart is through their stomach. Because if you can, like if I could make something or create something was not that takes you back to the moment to for you to remember your mom who's no longer here, or remember your dad who's no longer here, or remember your grandma who's no longer here. That's me doing my job. That's me creating something so phenomenal that, what I'm saying, you're gonna remember that. And that's making, and me to put a smile on your face like that, that's just awesome to me. It's awesome. It's the same way designs of you, baby. I'm the same way. I could, like yesterday when I was online, whatever. I was talking about my patterns was not. If y'all watched like the last part of the video, where I did like, well, I won't say last part, like the halfway mark of the video I did yesterday, I made a buste online. It was just a little, you know, Muslim bustier, but like I just show, like, imagine if I use a African print fabric, or I could use some type of other fabrics, a little more high-end fabric was not opposed to muslin. The bustier that I just pinned together yesterday on a whim. Being able to be creative was not being able to look at something and see something else in that. To be able to look at, you know what I'm saying, some ingredients, understanding the flavor profile of an ingredient, being able to put those things together. That's a talent. Understanding the earthy notes, the spicy notes, the sweet notes of different ingredients, different fruits, different vegetables, and different herbs and things, and being able to put that together to create a culinary experience. That's art. It's no different than someone painting. It's no different than someone writing. No different than someone singing. No different than someone dancing, acting. You know what I'm saying? Sewing, drawing is no different. It's all art because you're making something from nothing. You're being able to take a simple ingredient and make it into something that is special, unique, different. And they were talking about on High on the Hawk. They were talking about how people now trying to say they want to elevate soul food. Now I realize that soul food has always been elevated. You know what I'm saying? People want to make you feel bad because you like what people consider soul food. It's called soul food for a reason. It's from the soul. You cook from the soul. You put your all into it. You make something from nothing. Exactly. Like, you know, people don't understand how difficult it is to make a consomme. It starts off with water. It's what you add to that water to make it a consomme or a broth. Elevating water to make this beautiful consomme, make this beautiful broth. Taking simple ingredients, combining it with other simple ingredients, depending on how long you cook it, have it cooked down, what's not, and it just elevates it. I don't know, you guys. I just really, there's so much more to do and talk about other than the nonsense and the BS that goes on these YouTube streets. I don't care who got what. How is that going to translate to you being a better human being? How is what you're doing on here translating for you being a better human being? Because pretty much what you're doing is showing the world the worst part of yourself. It doesn't matter how much you erase and how much you're saying try to remove and delete and saying things of nature. Someone got it. And I know I've done some stuff on here also that will be seen later on, which I done. Yes, I did. But I also try to bring more positivity than I do negativity on here. I try to show you more talent than the BS on here. You know, not everyone can say that. I try to. I really do. I try to. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it's all art to me. From making beautiful things, painting stuff, cooking, designing stuff, what's that? It's all art to me. It's all a way of me expressing who I am to you guys, to show you guys who I am. That's why no one can break me down. Like no one can break me down because no one on here does what I do. No one does it. No one does it, and not at the level that I do it. You know, but that's not me being conceited or anything like that. It's just me being honest. No one does what I do. No one can. I'm an individual. Like no one does what you do, Designs IV. Where you transforming pots and pottery and building stuff and carts and stuff into something magnificent and beautiful. No one does that like you do. People may do it, but they don't do it like you do. People may do what I do, but they don't do it like I do it. You know, I can give you the same recipe that I'm using. It won't turn out the way mine does. It won't taste as good as mine does to me. Because it came from my soul. It was birthed by me. It was birthed by my creativity. It was birthed by me wanting to give the world something different, special, unique. Yeah, definitely. I think a favorite, like, I don't have a favorite dish per se. Because if I was forced to cook something or to make something was not that's my favorite, I couldn't. I can tell you, I have a cuisine that I am drawn to. Well, several cuisines that I'm more drawn to than I am not. But I don't have a favorite dish, or I don't have something that you know what I'm saying. I know my favorite meal, but it's not really a dish. It's like I know I'm a lover of surf and turf. You know what I'm saying. That's my favorite meal. But yeah, I don't have something that like I have to have because I'm very eclectic in my eating. I'm very eclectic in what I cook and how I cook it. Depends on what I feel like doing. Very eclectic in that. No, I need to definitely be in I don't know a place of I don't know like food. I was like, because I said regardless, food is going to transform me anywhere. Like on the other day, I bought some sauce meat because that reminded me of my mom. Because my mom used to always eat sauce meat. You know what I'm saying? I guess I was missing her or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because she's from Greenville, South Carolina. She don't live there now, but she's from there. And it's like that what she did. She taught me a lot about that down home type of cooking and taste things of that nature. But yeah, the other day I bought some sauce meat. Then I bought some red links as well. I guess I'm having a whole southern draw. I told you when I started watching how and how I may be trying to be inspired subconsciously about what I'm saying the food they're cooking. I've been craving rice as well because um, Carolina yellow rice is something big that's sold across the world. A lot of people think, oh, rice comes from China. No, the Africans brought rice to China. Here in America, now one of the largest commodities was rice at one point in time. And the reason it didn't do well in the South because, well, before the slave trade happened, because a lot of people didn't understand how to cultivate rice, how to cook, or not cook, how to grow rice, how to maintain rice, until the Africans came over here and showed them how to do it. People don't realize, you know what I'm saying, our food history is just as colorful as our living history or the history that we have. Hey, Marie, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? You know, the culinary history that we have is so diverse. Like, and I learned a couple things about the first culinary, I guess, giants of this country were two black men, one named Hercules and one named God, I forgot their name, but it was still one was Thomas Jefferson's cook, and the other one was George Washington's cook. Like, food is something that we definitely have held on to and helped propel us throughout the years. And some people can't designs, baby. Some people can't. Some people can tap into that aspect of seeing things outside the box, experiencing things outside the box, coming up with a concept, and then creating that concept and make the concept come into life. Some people can't. It takes a special person, a special mindset, a special eye, a special individual to be able to see something from nothing and then create that and design that into something. It's a very special person. So I'm drinking my little drinks. Yeah, it's really funny how different people see things. Well, it's not funny that's what makes us all unique, but we can see things on different levels and different angles. I didn't want much. I'm gonna come on here. I just felt like talking to y'all for a quick second about, um, you know, a little food situation. How I like that. How food make me feel. You know, my name and watching stuff on TV. You know what I'm saying? Being able to understand and put two and two together in my own head, even though I may not be able to express it verbally on here, but it makes sense in my head. You know what I'm saying? And I connect the dots based on what's it in real world experiences based on art and food channels and stuff like that. It's like I was telling somebody on the other day that I'm really impressed by how food represents, what I'm saying, all aspects of the human diaspora, especially the black human diaspora. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm saying, people don't realize that what you are is eating as gourmet can be kind of traced back to how we cultivated, cooked, lived within that culinary genre, just as a method of mood of survival. But yeah, it's been real. Didn't want much. Just want to come talk to y'all for a quick second. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I always know that what I'm saying, if I'm not talking about some bullshit, some nonsense, or it's not. The views are always gonna be low, and I'm okay with that. I don't put people's name or stuff in my title as clickbait or get people to come over here. Whoever chooses to see it will see it. Whoever meant to see it will see it. Those who are not will not. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't thank you guys so much for being here with me. You know, I'm gonna go down to my little studio and clean. Well, we start trying to pack up stuff so I can move it out, so I can get that room ready. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, didn't want much. Love you guys for being here. As always, I say, it's not important that I love you guys. It's more important that you love yourself. You love someone else. You respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. And yeah, I haven't been on these YouTube streets. I mean, I know what's going on these streets, but I haven't been on these YouTube streets. I don't. Ugh, yeah, it's exhausting. Being around negativity all the time, listening to negativity all the time, it really is exhausting. And when you are a creative person, it really does drain you. It really does drain you. But yeah, y'all have a good night's sleep. Be safe in these streets. Be safe in the real world street. And I will talk to you crazy kids later. Love y'all. Bye bye.